North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein is back with us answering your consumer questions. Something that people are going to see, a headline is about the settlement with offshore drilling. Can you give us a little bit more than what's beyond the headline there?
Sure. North Carolina has some of the most beautiful coasts in the entire world, and it's critical that we protect it. Not only its natural beauty, but the fisheries that generate all the commercial and recreational fishing and all the tourism. There is widespread consensus. We do not want oil rigs off of our Outer Banks. And the state denied a permit to a company that was trying to do some testing to move towards offshore drilling. The federal government is trying to tell us what we can and cannot do. So I went to court today to sue the federal government to have them stop trying to interfere with our ability to protect the shore.
Gotcha. Okay. We want to be able to give people an idea of what's going on there. All right. This text question said, I keep getting a call stating that my Social Security number has been compromised and I need to avoid prosecution by returning the call. Should I return it? And if it's a scam, do I report it to you and Social Security or just you?
Yeah, you can just report it to me, and absolutely 100% scam. Social Security Administration would never send anything like that. IRS wouldn't send anything like that. A lot of times we'll hear from the sheriff or the county clerk that you're late for jury duty and you owe money, and if you don't pay, they're going to arrest you. All of this is trying to prey on people's fear to make them do something. So if you get something like that, never respond. Always delete it, but you can file a complaint with me.
Someone is texting, what else can I do on top of the do not call list to get robocalls to stop?
It depends on what your phone service is. One of the things that I've done as Attorney General is I put together this huge coalition of attorneys general, everyone in the country, including the district, 51. We negotiated with the largest phone companies, all the ones you've heard of, likely yours, a series of principles that they would adopt to help us fight robocalls. And one of those was that they would make free, easy to use technology, software available to people. So if you're a cell phone user with AT&T or Sprint, T-Mobile or Verizon, there are things you can go onto the website and your account and click, and it will serve to screen out a lot of those calls. In fact, Tanya and I were just talking during the break. I got one and it said spam alert. And that's something that we fought for to get for you so that at least, I know it's annoying you get the ring, but at least you know it's spam before you answer it.
Mm-hmm. This person is asking, how is it legal for gas stations to raise prices 20 or 30 cents a gallon in a matter of hours? They still have the same gas in their tanks as before. Why isn't it price gouging?
It could be price gouging depending on the circumstances if it were in a state of emergency, but gas stations are allowed to raise and lower their price according to what they think they can get based on what their costs are and what the market's prepared to pay. And if you see something like that you think is really wrong and unfair, just make sure you don't go to that company. Go to a different one.
Yeah, I think sometimes consumers forget we do have power and we don't have to buy their goods if we don't want to.
Don't do it.
Somebody has asked, has anybody complained to your office about Amazon calling and saying their Amazon account has been compromised?
Same type of scam. Just you can always insert it, take out Amazon, put in the IRS, put in the Social Security, put in Apple, put in Microsoft. They know that we all use these institutions. They try to exploit our uncertainty to steal our money. Just be skeptical.
Yes, that's always good to have your radar up. Thank you so much for joining us today, giving us your time and your expertise. We appreciate it.
Can you take care?
Thank you. All right, we're going to leave you with the robo and no robo call number and also the ncdoj.gov/no robo so that you can make the complaints with those robo calls. We had a couple of texts asking about that, so you've got that before we head to break.